Eamonn Holmes has always been known as someone who can line up a room with just a smile, a quick joke, or one perfectly timed comment that catches everyone off guard. For years, viewers have watched him bring warmth, humor, and honesty to television screens, making audiences feel like they were chatting with an old friend rather than watching a presenter on TV. So, when news began spreading that he had been hospitalized following a serious health setback, fans everywhere immediately became concerned. The update arrived quietly at first. There were no dramatic announcements, no huge television moment, and no emotional speech in front of the cameras. Instead, people simply noticed something unusual. Eamonn was absent. The familiar face viewers had grown used to seeing every day was suddenly missing, and questions quickly started pouring in online. Before long, reports confirmed that the veteran presenter had been taken to the hospital after experiencing complications related to his ongoing health struggles. According to those close to him, he was responding well to treatment, and doctors were carefully monitoring his recovery. While the update reassured many fans, it also sparked an enormous wave of support from viewers who have followed his journey for decades. And honestly, that reaction says everything about the kind of connection Eamonn has built with people over the years. Not every television personality manages to create that feeling of comfort and familiarity. Some stars appear on screen and feel distant, polished, and unreachable. But Eamonn always came across differently. He joked about everyday problems, laughed at awkward moments, and never pretended to be perfect. Whether he was discussing current events or teasing co-hosts with playful sarcasm, he had a way of making television feel personal. That's exactly why so many people were emotional after hearing the latest health update. Fans flooded social media with messages of encouragement almost immediately. Some shared memories of watching him with their parents years ago. Others posted clips of his funniest on-air moments, hoping to spread positivity while he focused on recovery. A few even joked that television feels too quiet without him, proving just how much energy his personality brings to every broadcast. One fan wrote that mornings simply don't feel the same without hearing Eamonn's voice. Another said they admired the way he continues to push forward despite facing health difficulties in recent years. And perhaps the most touching comments came from viewers who praised his honesty. Because Eamonn hasn't hidden his challenges. Over time, he has openly spoken about dealing with pain, mobility issues, and difficult days behind the scenes. In an industry where many celebrities try to appear flawless at all times, his openness made people respect him even more. He showed strength doesn't always mean pretending everything is fine. Sometimes strength means admitting things are tough while still finding reasons to smile. And that smile has become one of his trademarks. Even during interviews discussing serious topics, Eamonn often manages to slip in a clever joke or playful remark that catches everyone by surprise. Friends and colleagues have frequently described him as someone who keeps spirits high no matter what's happening around him. One former colleague once joked that Eamonn could probably turn a traffic jam into a comedy routine if you gave him 5 minutes and a microphone. That humor may actually be one of the biggest reasons audiences continue rooting for him so passionately today. People naturally connect with personalities who make them feel good, and throughout his long career, Eamonn has done exactly that. He made viewers laugh during stressful mornings, brought calmness to tense conversations, and reminded people not to take life too seriously all the time. So, hearing that he was hospitalized hit many fans harder than expected. Suddenly, the man who had spent years comforting audiences became the person receiving comfort himself. Fortunately, the latest reports appear encouraging. Sources close to the presenter say he has been responding positively to medical treatment and remains under professional care while taking time away from television. Understandably, recovery is now the main priority, and supporters are hoping he gives himself all the time needed before returning to work. That last part has become a major conversation online. Many fans are urging Eamonn not to rush back too quickly. While viewers miss seeing him on screen, countless comments stress that his health matters far more than any television appearance. Still, if there's one thing people know about Eamonn Holmes, it's that he doesn't like sitting still for long. Friends have often described him as hard-working to the point of stubbornness. Even during difficult periods, he reportedly remained deeply involved in discussions, planning, and communication related to his work. One insider jokingly claimed that Eamonn probably gives doctors commentary during medical checkups just to keep conversations entertaining. Honestly, it's easy to imagine.
That blend of determination and humor has helped define his public image for years, and perhaps that's why this latest chapter has sparked such a strong emotional response from audiences across the UK and beyond. Viewers aren't simply reacting to a celebrity headline. They're reacting to someone they genuinely feel connected to. For many people, television presenters become part of daily life in subtle ways. You hear their voices while eating breakfast, getting ready for work, or relaxing at home after a stressful day. Over time, they become familiar faces connected to routines, memories, and moments shared with family members. Eamonn represents that kind of comfort for countless viewers, and now supporters are hoping the same warmth he gave audiences for years comes back to him during recovery. Interestingly, many online discussions about his health update quickly turned into celebrations of his career highlights. Fans started revisiting hilarious interviews, unforgettable live TV moments, and clips where Eamonn's reactions became more entertaining than the actual stories being discussed. One particularly popular moment involved him struggling to keep a straight face during an unexpected on-air incident. Another showed him delivering a perfectly timed sarcastic response that left the entire studio laughing. Those clips spread rapidly once again, reminding everyone why he remains such a beloved figure. Even people who don't regularly follow television news seemed touched by the situation. That says a lot about his reach. In an era where audiences constantly move from one trend to another, staying relevant for decades is incredibly difficult. Yet Eamonn has managed to remain recognizable and respected through changing media landscapes, shifting viewer habits, and evolving television formats. Part of that success comes from
Audiences can
authenticity.
usually tell when someone is pretending to be relatable. But with Eamonn, the humor, frustration, warmth, and occasional grumpiness all felt genuine. He never tried too hard to create a perfect image, and ironically, that honesty may have made him even more popular. Now, fans are hoping that same resilience helps carry him through this latest health challenge. According to reports, medical teams are continuing treatment while monitoring his condition closely. Although details remain private, the positive response to treatment has reassured many worried supporters. At the same time, people close to the presenter are reportedly encouraging him to focus entirely on rest and recovery. And if social media comments are anything to go by, viewers strongly agree. Many fans joked that Eamonn should stay far away from work emails, studio lights, and early morning alarms until he's fully ready. Others teased that producers are probably counting down the days until he returns because nobody else can deliver his unique mix of humor and sharp commentary quite the same way. One supporter even wrote, "Television needs Eamonn energy back soon, but his sofa at home needs him first." That comment perfectly captured the mood surrounding the situation. People miss him, but more importantly, they want him healthy. Of course, this isn't the first time Eamonn has faced health struggles publicly. In recent years, viewers have seen him discuss ongoing physical challenges and recovery efforts with remarkable openness. Instead of hiding difficult moments, he chose honesty, and that honesty created even stronger support from audiences. There's something powerful about seeing public figures speak openly about vulnerability. It reminds viewers that fame doesn't protect anyone from difficult days, unexpected setbacks, or personal struggles. And sometimes, simply hearing someone admit they're having a hard time can help others feel less alone in their own lives, too. That may be another reason fans have rallied around him so passionately. Eamonn never acted like life was perfect. He shared the highs, the frustrations, the awkward moments, and even the exhausting days. But somehow he still managed to find humor in the middle of it all. And humor really does seem to follow him everywhere. Several fans online joked that hospital staff were probably receiving daily entertainment while treating him. Others imagined him charming nurses with witty stories and witty comments, even during difficult moments. While those jokes were playful, they also reflected something meaningful. People genuinely associate Eamonn Holmes with positivity. That's not easy to achieve in public life.
Television can be demanding, unpredictable, and sometimes brutally critical. Yet through all the changes and pressures, Eamonn built a reputation for staying true to himself. Now, as he continues recovering away from the cameras, supporters are sending that same loyalty right back to him. Some fans have even started discussing what his eventual return to television might look like. Many imagine an emotional comeback filled with applause, laughter, and classic Eamonn humor. Others predict he'll immediately make a joke about doctors trying to keep him quiet. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise anyone, because even during serious situations, he's known for finding small moments of lightness. And perhaps that's the lesson many viewers are taking from this story. Life can become difficult unexpectedly. Health challenges can arrive without warning, but support, kindness, humor, and resilience still matter enormously during those moments. Right now, Eamonn Holmes appears surrounded by all four. The encouraging medical updates have given fans hope, while the overwhelming public support has shown just how deeply appreciated he remains after so many years in television. In many ways, this situation has reminded people how rare genuine audience connection truly is. Viewers aren't just waiting for another presenter to return to work. They're waiting for someone who made them laugh on stressful mornings, smile during difficult news cycles, and feel like part of the conversation instead of just spectators watching from home. That kind of connection can't be manufactured. It has to be earned over time through personality, authenticity, and consistency. And Eamonn Holmes spent years building exactly that relationship with audiences. Now, fans everywhere are hoping the next major update brings even better news. For the moment, the focus remains on recovery, rest, and steady progress, and based on current reports, there's real reason for optimism. Supporters continue flooding social media with positive messages every single day, proving that Eamonn's impact reaches far beyond television studios and headlines. People care because he made them care. And while viewers eagerly await the moment he eventually returns to screens, one thing is already clear. The overwhelming reaction to his health update has shown just how loved and respected he truly is. Hopefully, before long, audiences will once again hear that familiar voice, that unmistakable laugh, and maybe even one of those classic sarcastic comments that somehow manages to make everybody grin. Until then, fans around the world are united in sending the same message. Take your time, recover fully, and come back smiling.